Hey guys, Mr. 3D Hero here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the recent weapon added into the Colony DLC called the R-101. I'm going to basically give you my thoughts and my opinions on the weapon, and generally if it's a go-to weapon or if it's something you should just leave. So, my first opinion of the weapon is that it feels too similar to the R-201. Now, the main thing I've noticed with the weapon is that it's a predecessor to the R-201, or is it the R-101? Well, it's one of the two. Well, whatever. So basically, the R-101 back in TitanFall 1 was the first designed AR that all soldiers and all pilots used. Then in TitanFall 2, it basically got upgraded to the R-201. Now, it got introduced back into TitanFall 2 as a new weapon, and the problem with this is that it feels too similar as the R-201. Now, you're probably arguing with me saying that, well, yeah, it is, because it is literally the same weapon. And, you know, that's fine and mighty and all, but there's really no point of adding in a weapon that acts the same as the R-201. Now, what they could have done was basically change up some of the stats and how the weapon fired and acted. At best, when I fire the weapon, it feels very similar stat-wise and fire rate-wise and kill potential-wise as the R-201, except for the fact that it has a added on stock scope that you can always change. You don't have to go with it. And the problem with this is it just feels way too similar. Now, when I fire the weapon using the ACOG sight, it really does kick it. It really does kick. And this is something I noticed, that if you put on a, say, a HCOG Ranger sight onto the R-201, it does kick as well, and it's kind of uncontrollable. And the zoom on the R-201 is quite strong. But with the standard scope attached to the R-101, it has a little bit less range, but it gives you a nice clearer view. Plus it also indicates to you when you're about to run out of ammo. That's a nice little helpful UI for those that are, you know, on streets and not paying attention that much. But like I said, at best this weapon is way too similar. What I thought when they released this weapon into TitanFall 2 was that they're going to change up how the R-201 is. The R-201 is really good at close and medium range situations, and at some long range situations. What I thought here was going to happen was the R-101 was going to be good for medium and long range engagements, but going to be terrible in close range engagements, and going to have terrible hip fire. That's what I initially thought. I also thought that it was going to have a bit of a slower rate of fire. Think of it as a full auto G2, but less damaging wise. But releasing it into the game, it doesn't feel any bit like that. It feels way too similar to the R-201, and that's a problem. And I'm not the only person that's noticed this. A lot of people on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC have noticed this. And many of us are now questioning, what is the point of adding this in if it's just the R-201 reskinned? Now, I'll give them prop design wise for it. It looks really nice. I like the appeal of it. I like the old TitanFall 1 design to it. It really does appeal for a Titan based war game. But at the same time, them adding it into the game, it just doesn't feel needed. Now, if we compare this to the Wingman and the Wingman Elite, we can see these two weapons act differently. The Wingman Elite is projectile based, so it's basically a mini sniper in your pocket. And then the Wingman Elite is hit scan based. And if you amp it, it allows you to have either 2 or 1 shots. But these two weapons are completely different. And that's what makes the Wingman Elite special, and specifically a new weapon. Because it's got different properties compared to the original version. It's much better in terms of certain situations, but it fails in certain situations where the Wingman, the normal standard Wingman, would benefit better compared to the Wingman Elite that benefits in long range engagements. This weapon here, it just feels way too similar to the R-201. Everything about it feels too similar, and I don't know if this is a error on Respawn end, or whether they just released it and just stated it as a new weapon. But whatever reason behind it is, it's not a new weapon. And for those that are looking all happy and hyped for this weapon, it really isn't much difference compared to the R-201. Like, honestly, if you play, I could probably play with the R-201 over and over again, and you can really just tell that, you know, it's literally the same as the R-101. and you can probably forget about it quite easily because it's literally the same. But the only benefit to this weapon, like I said, is the added on scope to it. And this scope, it allows you to zoom in on your target a bit better, with a bit more field of view available for you. And one thing I would recommend for you to have on your weapon is gun ready, because if you're going to be using the scope, the standard scope with the weapon, use gun ready with it, as it will allow you to quickly zoom up and aim an ADS much quicker compared to, you know, the standard ADS. And it really does help you, because in some situation using the scope for this weapon, it feels very slow and it will get you a lot killed. But if you don't want to, you can always use the standard HCOG sights for the weapon, and at that point there, the weapon just feels way too similar to the R-201. And that's my major complaint about the weapon, and that's my major complaint that a lot of people would also agree on. It's too similar, so I'm hoping that they'll listen to us and change up some of the stats ability to make it so that it's not too powerful, but it's okay, it's usable, like most of the other weapons in the game. Because at the moment, at the rate this weapon's going, I can see a lot of people are putting it down sooner or later because, you know, not really much worth using. At best, if you want to use this weapon, you can use it up to G2 or G2.10, I believe, or G2.9, and get yourself the new banner. But that's as best as you can get, and it's kind of disappointing, really. For a new weapon, I'm expecting a bit more from Respawn. So that's the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then leave a like, a comment, and subscribe as well. Subscribing allows me to bring out more quality content for you. And do be aware, I will be releasing a loadout video quite soon. I've just been quite busy with some real life stuff, so please bear with me. But like I said, thank you all for watching, and I do hope to see you all again soon.